show you today. I'm going to be talking about all the books that are on my February TBR. I know that I'm not going to be getting to all of them this month, but I just have so many different books that I think curate a perfect vibe for February. Interrupted is a book that I actually forgot that I wanted to read in January because it takes place around New Year's Eve. I think it's about this girl who meets this guy, fall in love really fast, and then he ends up like dying somehow. Then I have After I Do, which I think follows a married couple. They decide that for a year they're going to spend a year apart from each other and then come back after the year. Finley Donovan is killing it. I saw this book on so many different people's best books of 2022. This was on my January TBR and I almost got to it, but for some reason I just didn't find myself gravitating towards it. Then I have randomly The Kissing Game. This is by Marie Hart. This is actually the lowest rated book on my TBR card. I think it literally has less than 3 stars. It has like 2.95 stars, which is very, very low. And I mean, I have an idea of maybe doing like a reading the highest and lowest rated books on my TBR cart. I just feel very intimidated to get into this because it's so low rated on Goodreads. I have Lynn Painter's Better Than the Movies, and I really actually wanted to read The Do-Over this month because I know it's like a Groundhog Day version of a Valentine's Day story, but that one is on hardcover right now, and this is the only one that's on paperback at the moment, so I thought maybe I'll just save that one for next year whenever it comes out on paperback, and I'll go ahead and read this one. I do want to give Lynn Painter a try. Then I have Surprise Me. This is another story about a married couple that have been together for a while. Everything seems rather comfortable, but they decide to like go on this relationship quest, I guess, where they sort of try and spruce up their relationship through doing different things that are just like a little bit out of their comfort zone. So like sending sexy pictures or random date nights, unexpected gifts, little things like that. And it says that it's supposed to be more like a rom-com. A lot of mishaps that happen throughout the book. Now we're getting into the thick of it. I have put A Court of Thorns and Roses on my February TBR. Not only has this book continued to get so much hype over the years, I've also heard that this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I have been slowly but surely putting a little bit more fantasy reads into my TBRs and trying to maybe coax myself to read and pick up books that I'm not used to picking up and reading. Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, and I haven't read a Christina Lauren book yet. I think it's about time that I give this book a try. Then from the series that I want to read in 2023 video, I have the first book in the Sea Breeze series, which is Breathe by Abby Glines. This is just a shorter novel about a girl who like is a housekeeper for a famous rock star for the summer, and then they start sharing glances and stuff, because that's really about as far as we get in YA novels. But I will say that Abby Glines definitely puts a little bit more spice into her books, even though they are YA books. Then we have Mixed Signals by B.K. Borison. This is the second companion novel in the Love Light series. I did pick up Talia Hibbert's Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. I'm going to all these books very blindly, but I did pick up Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. I thought it was an adorable book. It is a YA book. I have Butterfly by Ashley Antoinette. I still have the little receipt in there. Please excuse that. So this is Butterfly by Ashley Antoinette. I scanned it on Goodreads while I was at Barnes & Noble, and it had like over four stars. The first line says, "Run away from the boy that gives you butterflies. He's going to break your heart." I think that this author is also another Black author. Yeah, I'm really excited to get into this novel. I think I'm really gonna like it. Next, I have 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I've seen this as well on very many 2022 best books of the year. I think that this premise sounds also very enticing. It's about these two writers. They've been like secretly writing about each other or alluding to each other in their book. They suddenly meet after 15 years. I don't know, we'll see. I had never seen it before, but I scanned it on Goodreads and it also had really high ratings. All of these books on top here, I think they have over 4 out of 5 star rating. This is Rule by Jay Crownover. And this is about a straight pre-med student who is like wildly attracted to like this guy who has all these piercings and tattoos and just like the complete stark contrast of who she is. I don't know what it's about, but it had, like I said, it had a really good ratings on Goodreads. Next I have If He Had Been With Me. This is a Kindle Unlimited rec that I have for you guys, but I guess I will just pop it in right here. Magnolia Parks, which is also another Kindle Unlimited rec from me. I am very surprised, first of all, to see this on Kindle Unlimited, but second of all, I don't know why I've been putting this off for so long. Then I have Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, and I don't really know what this is about, but again, amazing reviews on Goodreads. This is Perfect Addiction by Claudia Tan, and this is actually a Wattpad book. I picked this up, and again, another book with amazing 4-star plus reviews. This is about a girl who is an MMA fighter. Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. I have taken a break from the Twisted series. I read this back in, I want to say like October. I wanted to continue reading it, and I wasn't a big fan of the first two for some reason. They didn't do it for me. Twisted Love started off really good, and then it ended flat for me. Twisted Games was really cringy for me, and then Twisted Hate, I really want to pick it back up. I want to pick this series back up, get into it, get after it. Tell Me Lies by Carola Lovering. This seems like an interesting story. I'm very excited to read this. I picked this up a few months ago, and it is going to be a Hulu series, so I do enjoy reading books before their adaptations come out. And I have Heard It in a Love Song, and I picked this up last night, but this is about an older 35-year-old woman. I just thought that the cover was beautiful, and I thought that the back of it sounded interesting, so I did pick it up, and we will see how it goes. The last book that I have that I'm actually super excited about is Before I Let Go. This is by Kennedy Ryan. This will be my first Kennedy Ryan book, and I've heard phenomenal things about this book. So this is giving second chance romance vibes. I'm really excited to see if I enjoy Kennedy Ryan's writing style. So that is 22 books that I have on my February TBR. I am currently almost done with Addicted for now. This was on my January TBR. I will say that there are some parts where I feel super connected to, and then other parts where I'm like, I think I have about 10 or 11. Magnolia Parks, If He Had Been With Me, and Twisted Hate are all on Kindle Unlimited, but the first book that I want to talk about on Kindle Unlimited is Darling Venom. I have recently since started this as well. This particular copy on Kindle Unlimited is over 600 pages. I don't know why or how. The paperback version that I've also bought is only 490 something pages. It is a best friends, brothers, enemies to lovers romance. The next book is In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. I saw this on Kindle Unlimited. I saw Sarah Crowley really liked it, and I also saw another booktuber also liked it. It was like a grumpy sunshine sort of deal. I don't know, I'm excited to read it. Then I want to maybe pick up Things I Wanted to Say / A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. I randomly found this book called Playing Hard to Get. It seemed like a very interesting like football romance sort of book, so I wanted to maybe put that on my KU TBR. Then I already talked about Twisted Hate, but any of the Twisted series books are all on Kindle Unlimited, so if you haven't read any of those books. Then there's A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole, which has been on my TBR for a very long time, and I've been putting it off because I heard people say that it makes you cry. Everything I know about love, I don't really know much about this, but I did see it. I saw it. It looked really interesting. A Love Letter to Whiskey. I read this book in January and absolutely fell in love with it. I meant to save it for February, but I took a peek at it because it is like a bigger book. Well, the one that's on Kindle Unlimited has 2 books in one, so it's A Love Letter to Whiskey and Love Whiskey. A Love Letter to Whiskey is B's point of view, and then Love Whiskey is Jamie's point of view, and it's like his response to A Love Letter to Whiskey. Oh, such a beautiful book, rated at 5 out of 5 stars. It is on Kindle Unlimited if you do want to check it out. Those are my Kindle Unlimited recommendations right now / books that I want to personally read on Kindle Unlimited. I'm sure it'll change throughout the month. As of right now, those are all of the books that I would really like to get to in February 2023. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you got some great book recommendations and ideas maybe to add to your own February TBR. I will say that all of these books are romances or like fantasy romance or rom-com, heart-wrenching stories, but I appreciate your time in watching this video, and I will see you very soon with my next one.